My name is Ash Cooper. I'm the IT director for a law firm called Kingsley Napley. I'm responsible for the whole of IT across the entire firm and report, directly into the boards. I'm from South London. I grew up in Peckham. I had a fantastic childhood. I was surrounded by family. I was always loved. But that in that particular environment, the actual area itself, it was challenging at times. We had neighbours who used to want to escape from that area, so they would be trying to set fire to their place or set fire to the bin stores in the area. I remember on many different occasions, my mum, my aunt, sort of taking me out of our flat at 3 o'clock in the morning because there was a fire. It was a difficult environment to grow up in, but it was one that shaped me, and it was one that sort of put me in a position where I'm appreciative of what my mum and what my aunt and what my family overall have provided to enable me to grow into the person that I am now. I had a passion about technology from a very, very young age. I did a GNVQ at the time in information technology, and then I went to Middlesex University where I did a degree in business information systems. You should be setting yourself targets. If you understand bigger picture wise, this is what I want to achieve in my career, then you need to plot out those targets to understand how am I going to get there. So from an IT perspective, you can say, well, first things first, I'm going to start on the service desk, and then I'm going to work my way through from the service desk into a more technical role. And then from that technical role, potentially I'm going to move into management. And then from management, you want to move into, whether it's an IT director, whether it's a CTO, which is a chief technical officer, CIO. But if you want to, start, at that entry level role, and then, eventually be in that top position, create those targets for yourself. Give yourself the opportunity to actually, have something to strive for. Preparation is everything. Preparation is everything. If you want to be in a position where you're able to put your best foot forward, you need to prepare for that. When I think about going for interviews, for me, I would put myself in a position where I try to map out everything that they could possibly ask me. I want to know everything about that organization. And I think on the flip side as well, people have to remember that the interview is a two-way street. As much as it is about you wanting that opportunity within an organization, you also need to make sure that the position that you're applying for is right for you as well. What questions do I want to ask that are going to ensure that I have an understanding around what this job is going to do for me? How are they going to be able to develop me, enable me to sort of push forward in my career? As much as it is about you selling yourself, you need to make sure you put the organizations in a position where they're selling themselves to you as well, and putting you in a position where you understand what it is that you're getting yourself into. I do think you definitely have to make some considerations around, okay, what are you looking to achieve in your career? And then what are the potential financial implications? Like I said, I didn't get into technology for the money. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm financially free, but there is. I can. Go on holiday. I can buy a house. Provide for my family. I know it's easier said than done. You have to focus on you, and not be a follower. Not be somebody that is going where the crowd is going, or being afraid to be different. If you have an interest in technology, you've got an interest in art, you've got an interest in science, focus on that interest. Try to really pinpoint on it, and just try to educate yourself as much as you can. You've got a lot of tools at your disposal now. The internet is the greatest tool out there. If I want to get into technology, these are the steps that I need to take in order for me to do that. I think everybody, or majority of us now have got access to some kind of IT equipment, whether it be a tablet, whether it be a laptop, whether it's a mobile phone. Try to understand how it works. Try to understand how it's all put together. How does the operating system work? How do those applications that sit on top of the operating system work? How does the storage, on that particular device work? But just try to build out your understanding and give yourself that foundation, get that foundational layer right, and then you can then use that as a springboard to go into whatever it is that you want to go into from a career perspective. Hard work, perseverance, and a little bit of luck is going to hopefully enable you to get to the very top, just as long as you really do knuckle down and have that focus and desire.